Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. In recent years, the Netherlands has developed rapidly in the field of semiconductors, which has aroused the attention and tension of Western countries. In particular, the United States has exerted tremendous pressure on ASML in the Netherlands, asking it to restrict the sale of chip products, including lithography machines, to China. The United States has been promoting a technology blockade against China, hoping to curb China's technological rise by restricting the supply of chips. As the world's leading semiconductor equipment manufacturer in the Netherlands, ASML is known as the chip manufacturer of chip manufacturers, and has become a key target for the United States to restrict China's chip supply. Faced with pressure from the US, the Dutch government had to issue relevant laws and regulations, which almost prohibited ASML from selling any semiconductor products, including lithography machines, to China. This undoubtedly brought a huge impact to China's chip industry, but China's chip industry can sustain it, and is even expected to usher in stronger opponents. China's Ministry of Commerce recently announced a major decision, which has aroused widespread concern from foreign media. According to foreign media reports, the Netherlands' restrictive policies on Huawei's 5G and chips have caused the situation to expand. In order to better understand the ins and outs of this matter, I will first introduce China's attitude towards peaceful development and the principle of fair and open trade. As a peace-loving and development-oriented country, China has always upheld the principle of fair and open trade. China hopes to make its own contribution to the development of the global economy through cooperation and strengthening international exchanges. However, the United States has felt pressure from Huawei's 5G rise, so it has adopted a series of restrictive measures, further affecting the development of Sino-US trade relations. What are the advantages of the United States in chip manufacturing? To better understand the current situation, we need to review the advantages that the United States holds in the field of chip manufacturing. In the global chip industry chain, American companies have an absolute right to speak. From Synopsys, Qualcomm, Intel to Nvidia and other companies, they run through the entire chip industry chain, making the United States a leader in the world's chip manufacturing industry. Under Huawei's 5G and chip restriction policies, Huawei and SMIC have been greatly affected. As the largest communication equipment manufacturer in China, Huawei has long been providing high-quality equipment and solutions for communication networks around the world. As China's leading chip manufacturing company, SMIC is also highly recognized for its technical strength and innovation capabilities. However, due to the suppression of the US restrictive policy, Huawei and SMIC have encountered huge challenges in chip manufacturing. They face supply chain disruptions, technological upgrades, and the possibility of being forced out. The United States jointly suppressed Chinese companies. In order to further restrict and suppress Chinese companies, the United States has adopted various means. Working with their allies, they formed a quadrilateral alliance and a tripartite agreement to increase restrictions on Chinese companies. Among them, Japan has expanded the scope of the ban to 45 nanometers mature technology, further limiting the development space of Huawei and SMIC. What countermeasures has China taken against restrictions on lithography machines? In the face of chip restrictions imposed by the United States and its allies, China has also adopted a series of countermeasures. China's Ministry of Commerce and the General Administration of Customs jointly issued an announcement restricting the export of rare metal materials such as gallium and germanium to protect the development of China's chip industry. This move aims to remind the United States and its allies that while suppressing Chinese companies, they will also suffer corresponding constraints. What are China's advantages in the field of rare metals? To better understand China's position in chip manufacturing, China needs to explore China's monopoly in rare metals. According to the data, the total global production of gallium metal in 2021 will be about 430 tons, while China's global reserves account for 80%. This means that China has a stable supply chain and an absolute right to speak, and occupies an important position in the development of the rare metal field. Impact on the global semiconductor supply chain. The U.S. restrictive measures not only affect Chinese companies, but also have a huge impact on the global semiconductor supply chain. Once Chinese companies cannot continue to participate in the global supply chain, it will lead to problems such as chip shortages and production delays, which in turn will affect economic development on a global scale. Therefore, all countries should pay close attention to this issue and actively seek solutions to maintain the stability of the global semiconductor supply chain. What is China's strategic response? Facing the blockade measures imposed by the United States and other countries, China must respond strategically. Recently, China has taken measures to limit the export of rare metals in response to external restrictions. This move means that China not only has the right to speak in the field of chip manufacturing, but also occupies an important position in the field of rare metals. In summary, the restrictive measures announced by the Ministry of Commerce of China have attracted widespread attention from foreign media. The United States and other countries suppress Chinese companies by restricting Huawei's 5G and chips, which in turn affects the stability of the global semiconductor supply chain. China has responded strategically by restricting the export of rare metals, demonstrating its advantages in the field of chip manufacturing and rare metals, and resolutely safeguarding its own interests. China still has huge space and opportunities in terms of technological innovation and improvement of the industrial chain. It is believed that through the efforts of all parties, China's chip industry will continue to develop and make greater contributions to the prosperity and stability of the global economy. Let China wait and see, and look forward to a better future for China's chip industry. If you agree with the point of view of this video, please like it. Welcome to Forward, leave a message and share.